Hi guys, I wanted to come on. I didn't want to do it all in morning chit chat because I had so much to talk about my weekend and what went on, but I could not do a video without talking about what the devastation that is going on in Texas. And I didn't want to cram it in and talk about it, and I'm not going to do a whole long big talk about it either. But I just felt like, as far as being a YouTube vlogger, that I felt like I needed to say something. No, my channel base is not huge, but I still feel like I need to say something. I feel like I need to bring awareness, and maybe it might hit somebody else and they bring awareness, and it will trickle down, you know, to the few that I do touch. Maybe it'll trickle down and you'll say something to somebody and it will spiral. But there is so much devastation going on. I know everybody cannot do anything monetary, but I feel like we should pray for these people and pray that, you know, God touches the heart of people who can help and who can be a blessing, and that he touches, you know, the president to do what he needs to do to help. There is so much devastation. We need to pray for these police officers, for these fire and rescue men, for just the normal citizens who are out helping to rescue people, for the people who are taking people into their homes. We need to be saying prayers for these people, because it's a blessing to be able to help someone, but we need to pray for their safety, and that, you know, God just puts a shield of protection around them and comfort these people. I saw this lady on the news this morning and it broke my heart. It brought tears to me, because she was a cry for help. And at first I was mad at Good Morning America, because I'm like, y'all are just trying to get a story out of this woman. You're trying to hear what's going on in the surroundings. You want to be the one to report this news. Do you not hear that this woman is saying that there is 30 of them on this roof? They can't go anywhere. They called, somebody said they didn't have time to get them right now. Every other number, they weren't able to get anyone at the numbers that they were calling. They had branched out to Facebook. They branched out to everywhere that they knew, that they had told. They had no food, no water, and then you're trying to find out about the surroundings. When did the water come in? I was just so livid with them. And then the man said, tell us where you are so we can try to get you some help. See, that, you know, that to me is awesome in itself, because if you think the news station is not going to reach out, even if they're just trying to say, well, we sent such and such out, they're going to reach out, and somebody's going to do something, because they're in a higher power than that lady is. They can reach out to more people. So I'm just praying that someone saw that and they get these people. I did hear on news that the nursing home that I saw, I said, oh my God. And it had to be an Alzheimer's dementia unit, because some of them were just sitting there like it was nothing, that water was up on them, which I guess that was a blessing too, because it wasn't like they were, you know, like devastated or very fearful or terrorized or traumatized, or, you know, whatever I want to say, you know, whatever word I'm trying to find the right word. They weren't afraid, because, you know, you could tell there was an Alzheimer's unit, because one lady was still knitting up in the chair, you know, like nothing. The other lady was just kind of sitting there. I worked in Alzheimer's units before, so I could tell Alzheimer's dementia for sure for these patients. But I did hear that those patients did get out to safety. I did hear that the little girl who was there on a ventilator with no electricity, her and her brothers were sleeping on the kitchen counter. I did hear that they had got to safety. According to the news, they said everybody that they had showed pictures of were safe. And I do know, y'all, that we have some in the coupon community. I'm not sure about natural hair community, but I'm sure there is some. But I'm sure any community we're in, weight loss, natural hair, whatever community you are in, I am sure there is somebody from Texas, Houston, where this devastation is going on, that you need to pray for and be thinking about. I do know that here on YouTube, people that I know for sure I know Coupon to Provide is there. I know that her husband is a police officer there. And my heart and prayer goes out to her and her family as, you know, they are going through this. I do know on Instagram, Charlie, AKA, I know she's in Texas. She did show a video where she was doing okay, but there was water because she was outside walking and she had on her rain boots and you could see the water in the streets, but it wasn't up as bad as the other ones. And the last I heard, she said that her and her boys, her and her family was doing fine, but I still worry about these people. There was one girl who said that she had evacuated on Instagram. She was a couponer. I can't remember what her name was. I hate that. But she said that she didn't know what her place looked like because she had not been back, but she did know there was some flooding there. So we need to pray for these people there. Just pray for safety. Pray that this water will go down and away. And I know they're saying it takes weeks for the river to go down. And I'm like, man, you know, the storm needs to cease right now, because I think they've had enough. You know, I know it said it's gone out in the Gulf of Mexico, but I know they say with the warm air down there, I think some of it is still sending the rain and things from what I'm understanding. But you guys, we just need to pray for people. We need to do what we can, how we can, you know. We just need to do what we can for folks. You know, be worried about, you know, think about somebody besides ourselves at this one moment. You know, I know, like I said, everybody cannot financially help, but there are going to be some people who are going to be devastated, who's going to have nothing when they come back home to. I looked at this RV park and it was totally devastated. These people are going to go home to dig through rubble to find their most precious possessions that they had to leave behind, that they couldn't take with them when they ran for shelter. So you guys, let's just be very prayerful for Texas on today. You know, we pray that everybody stays safe. We pray that there are not, we pray for no casualties, but if there are casualties, as few casualties as possible. Yeah, so anyway, that's all I had to say. I just didn't want to feel like I'm not reaching out or I have no sympathy because it's not happening in my area, because we all never know when a storm is going to come up and affect your area, especially our area. We get a lot of storms, and this is the time of year when those storms start brewing and start coming. So, you know, we need to be thinking about someone besides ourselves at the time, because you never know when a national disaster is going to happen in your area. Anyway, I'm ready to go for now. We'll see you guys later in my next video. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.